Welcome to PTI BetterGradesFast.com multimedia tutorials. Today we are looking at descriptive writing and how the 5 senses may be used to write descriptively. Now, our 5 senses are, and lucky, most of us have our 5 senses, there's some who don't. The 5 senses are sight, sound or hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Now, when we write descriptively, we want to use our 5 senses so that people can experience what we are experiencing. If we are in a beautiful place, the 5 senses would take this beauty across to the reader. If we are in a horrible place, same thing. The 5 senses will get the horrors and what makes us afraid across to the reader. And what we're going to do today is what we always do when we plan writing. IPWA. 1. Interpret the question. I. P. Plan the essay. And then W. Write the essay. IPW. IPWA. Now, let's say we want to write about something. Let's say a forest. We want to use our 5 senses to write about life in a forest. So, let's plan. In terms of sight, what do we see? Well, we see normally size, shapes, colors. Okay? That's very important. Whenever we want to tell people about what we are experiencing through sight, size, how large it is, shape, is it light or dark, color, is it bright or dark, okay? What about sound? What would you hear? Well, is it a nice song? Is it pleasant? Make my L properly. Is it pleasant? Is it a loud song? Is it a soft song? Okay? Is it a screeching song? Think about it. Let's write down everything we can think about sound. What about taste? What will you taste in a forest? Maybe fruit from a tree, yep. Or the fresh air. You smell the fresh air and you can taste it. So is it a clean taste? Is it a nice taste? Okay? Is it a cool taste? Or is it hot? What about touch? What can we feel in a forest? Maybe trees, tree barks, maybe water from a stream or a spring. Okay, so in touch, is it smooth or is it rough? Or rough? Or is it jagged? Is it sharp? Think about it. What about smell? What would you smell in a forest? Would you smell something, let's say, sweet? Would you smell something, let's say, dank and rotting? Think about it. So, before we begin to write about any place or setting using your 5 senses, plan what you want to write. Okay? Remember, this tutorial comes with a booklet and all the information is in that booklet. Okay? So I've used a mind map and I've begun to plan what I want to write about the forest. And in my booklet, same mind map is here. So it's available to you. And let's see what I wrote down in my booklet about the 5 senses. So, when a forest, for sight, I had large trees that stretch up to touch the sky, gray and green tree trunks, branches that spread out with green and yellow leaves. Through the branches you can see the sky, beautiful blue sky. You can see the dark shadows of the trees. So in terms of sight, all of those things I wrote down. In terms of song, the sweet songs of birds whistling. I love that. Crickets chirping. The sound of leaves rustling when the wind blows. the sound of a stream flowing. In terms of taste, I taste the fresh air, the sweet, refreshing water from a stream. In terms of touch, the rough bark of the tree, the gentle breeze that blows through the forest, the cool water that flows in the stream, the warmth of the sun. In terms of smell, what did I experience? Fresh air, clean and refreshing, sweet smell of flowers and fruit, the dark scent of rotting wet leaves near the stream. Now, it takes some time, I must admit, and what you can do whenever you have to plan using your five senses is that you can sit down, close your eyes, and imagine yourself to be there. I did that, and I imagined myself to be in a forest. The same thing, I could have imagined myself being at a beach, or being at a carnival celebration, or being at a fair. We can do all of that, okay? When we come back, we look at writing a description using your five senses. Thank you for choosing PTI BetterGradesFast.com. I'll see you soon.